Person A. Person B. A is walking toward B at a rate of 3 miles per hour, and B is walking toward A at a rate of 2 miles per hour. How fast does B perceive A to be walking?
Newton's first law of motion. A body in a state of uniform motion will remain in that state of motion unless an external force is applied to it.
I am standing still on the Earth. The Earth spins at a rate of 1,070 miles per hour. The Earth orbits the Sun at a rate of 67,000 miles per hour. The Sun travels through the galaxy at a rate of 490,000 miles per hour. I am not standing still.
When you're courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit out a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Albert Einstein.
Newton's second law of motion. A change of motion is proportional to and is made in the direction of the force applied.
Person A.
Person B.
If A's position is 7 miles from B, and A is walking at a rate of 4 miles per hour,
B is walking at a rate of 5 miles per hour at a 45-degree angle to the path of person A.
how soon will they meet? And how will the path of each person be altered by that contact?
If a tree falls in a forest.
Newton's third law of motion. To every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
And no one's there to hear it.
Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Albert Einstein.
Does it?
I'm rubber and you're glue. What you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
I exist only if observed.
I am nothing without you.
I stand on a marble that hurtles through space. My orbits and paths are unique. Around me, the planets, they swirl and they race, while I watch your humble and me. I'm held to the earth by a force I can't see, but I strive every day to take flight. I am energy, I am mass, I am light.
So this is my journey, my time on this rock. I'll chart out a course while I'm here, with my modest resources and my eye on the clock, my perspective unjaded and clear.
I study the vectors with quantum techniques, and I pray my equations are right.
I am energy, I am mass, I am light as it's light as it's light as it's light as it's light as it pierces the sky. Something awaits, it trembles and simmers, a force that is yearning to fall. But the terrain is unpredictable, complex mysteries appear. There are paradoxes here to undo.
And now, relatively speaking, some things are relatively near.
And I'm relatively certain it's a clue.
And it's you on this marble, hurtling through space, with a path just as thoughtful and wise. I stand here beside you and I look in your face, and I see myself in your eyes. Now look all around us, more travelers, more eyes, with passions they hope to pursue.
And there's you,
There's you,
and there's you,
and there's you,
And there's you.
And there's you. And we're all on this marble that hurtles through space. Our orbits and paths are unique, but with someone beside me to measure my pace, somehow I'm not quite so mean. So I've learned what's important. I
Good evening, Dr. O'Hara. I'm glad you could make it. I know it's frustrating getting to Midtown at this time of day. The Uptown NR is a pain, not to mention the rain. But thank you for coming, sir. I've got something to say. I'm allergic to cats. That's part of the reason I asked to have dinner with you. I'm allergic to cats. I know, it's hardly a life-threatening medical hullabaloo. See, when I was born, they expected me later, so I spent 2 months in an incubator. Ever since that, I can't be near a cat. I can tell by your smirk. You think this is silly and borderline phobic, perhaps. But this innocent quirk can cause such a violent reaction my lung could collapse. So bear with me, sir, this is nothing sordid. Your patience, I promise, will be rewarded. I'm really not bats, just allergic to cats. But Julie loves cats. As you know, they're her passion and joy. She knits them wool sweaters and crochets them hats. For their birthday, she sews them their own special toy. There's Meowser, Miss Mew, Cookie Puss, Alexander. Her couch is a playground of pee and dander. So I cough and I wheeze, pop a fistful of Claritin D's, try to hide before anyone sees. I'm allergic to cats. For over a year, I've hidden from Julie each anaphylactic display. 'Cause she's such a dear. If she knew how cats made me suffer, she'd give them away. But she is my world, I live for her truly. Julie loves cats, and I love Julie. So she tickles their toes, and I smile as my throat starts to close. But I vow that she'll never suppose I'm allergic to cats. Well, Dr. O'Hara, I fear that I buried the headline. The point of the story is murky, I have to concede. I hope that I've shown you tonight I love your daughter with all of my mind. So humbly I stand, asking you for her marital hand. Wedding life will be blissful and grand. With Julie and Meowser, Miss Mew, Cookie Puss, Alexander, the Dander, the Pea, and me. Achoo!
He made me a cake. The boy I love made me a cake with his own 2 hands. I don't have a technique for a cake. I have a technique for a door. You can open a door with your elbows. The right fabric and a little pressure and you're good. Silk doesn't work. No friction. I developed this technique in public bathrooms. I had no choice. I'd wash my hands, dry them, go to the door, grab the handle, and wash them again. Wash, dry, door, wash, dry, door, wash, dry. You get it. It's called a handle because others have handled it with their hands. Hands that have been, well, I don't know where those hands have been. That's why I have the elbow technique. You see, the boy I love made me a cake with his hands. I don't have a technique for a cake.
The ratio of a circumference of a circle to its diameter is known as pi. Pi equals 3.14. If I bring her one red rose, she will dance with me till dawn. If I bring her one red rose, I can hold her in my arms. If I bring her one red rose. Gah! Roses are foolish, dancing's a bore. Love is a concept that wise men ignore. Numbers are perfect like pi equals 3.14. Dreams are unstable, awaken, they're gone. An unscientific phenomenon. Numbers are certain like pi is 3.14. 1. What could be clearer than pi is 3.141?
I'm Jenny. I'm Sarah. She's Sarah. She's Jen. Been best friends forever, well, since we were 10. Met at ballet class, and ever since then, we became inseparable. The damage was irreparable. Jen's like my sister, and Sarah's like mine. Friends till the end of the line. Had nothing much in common. Loved horses, loved shoes, but we were attached at the hip. Jen was like a goddess, my mentor and muse. She was a nerd and a drip. But we would be together every hour of the day. People would see us and say, it's Jenny and Sarah, two peas in a pod. Well, if one pea was perfect and one pea was odd, first string and spare on the volleyball squad. Happy and gregarious, my thrills were just vicarious. She'd point the spotlight, she'd bask in the shine. Friends till the end of the line. My skin was just like porcelain, hers was all zits. My pores were perpetually blocked. I developed early, she had no tits. My cupboard was woefully stocked. So why would I be seen with such a social refugee? 'Cause you always looked good next to me. That's right. So we were Jenny and Sarah, a vulgar display. The queen of the prom and her weird protege. I starred, I ran lights in the school cabaret. I mean, have you heard Sarah sing? Good golly, it's embarrassing. We were contrary forces who somehow combined. Friends till the end of the line. Then something crazy happened right after 12th grade. That summer I blossomed and bloomed. I stepped into the sunlight after years in the shade, and a beautiful swan was exhumed. Meanwhile, I was working at the local Dairy Queen and ballooned up to plus size 16. Jenny, 18. It's just so delicious. Both showed up at college and no need to pretend. I was popular right off the bat. And everyone was asking Sarah, who is your friend? The one who's so interesting? Fat. All this malice aimed at Jenny was quite startling and new. So I did what all best friends would do. I said, I'm Sarah, she's Jenny. We used to be close, now she's desperate and clingy and sort of morose. I heard she gobbles peanut butter parfaits by the grouse. In all the world is there a sight more tragic than this parasite? So that is our story, and ain't it divine? Friends till the end of the cold, bitter end. I guess this is the end of the line.
Person A leaves home at age 18 and walks west against the rotation of the Earth at a rate of 3 miles per hour.
If she continues to walk in a straight line, how old will she be when she returns home?
Person B leaves home at a rate of can't get out of here fast enough. How massive of a force will it take to change Person B's trajectory?
Person C is standing still. If two equal but opposing forces are applied to Person C, one external and one internal, which one will he succumb to?
The terrain is unpredictable.
Complex mysteries appear.
There are paradoxes here to undo.
And now, relatively speaking, something's relatively near.
And I'm relatively certain it's a clue.
So you're cruising along at college, first semester winding down, and you're finally over first semester shock. Now the holidays are approaching, so it's back to your old town, back to solid ground, your family you'll rock. Yeah, there's nothing like heading homeward to clear the mental fog. The photographs in your memory never blur. So you're thinking about your parents, your sister Beth and Spike, your dog. They're frozen in your head the way they were. 'Cause there's a footprint you left there, indelible and deep. It's the core of your identity, the principles you keep. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. So you run to hug your parents, and Beth calls you a geek. And when you yell for Spike, your dad says, "Son, we had to put him down last week." So you find yourself back at college, kind of shaken, but okay. And you're quickly swept up again by freshman year. There's your roommate who hogs the bathroom, a new paper due each day, and your part-time job as a campus store cashier. Then it's suddenly spring vacation, and it's home you go once more. And it's hard to believe the months have come and gone. You see that familiar driveway, and you open that front door with that overwhelming feeling coming on. There's a footprint you left here, permanent and real. It's your constant, your anchor, unbendable like steel. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. And the place looks so inviting, it's everything you'd hoped. You ask, "Where's my sister?" Your mom says, "Dear, Beth and her boyfriend eloped." You'd like to think you're enlightened. You'd like to believe that you're flexible and cool. Sure, things will change while you're away at school. But you worry the foundation you've been rooted to so long is somehow less dependable, is suddenly less strong. At least you're not like a tadpole, one of 3,000 eggs his mom unloads, who never gets to know his parent toads. Yeah, at least you're not like that. No, you've still got your footprint on that threadbare welcome mat, and a place to hang your hat. So your life hums along at college, and your worries slowly dim. Opportunities to go home become more rare. You heard your mom's got a brand new hairdo, and your bedroom's now a gym. And your dad bought a vintage Chevrolet Bel Air. Then your sophomore and junior classes disappear before your eyes, and you're thinking about a life beyond these doors. Your old roommate's now your best friend. Your latest paper won a prize. You now manage all the college campus stores. Still there's a footprint you cling to. It's something you can't shake. A need that won't diminish, a bond that will not break. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. And home's a place of comfort where nothing's ever forced. Then over dinner with your parents, they tell you they're getting divorced. Then you have a calm revelation. There as the world seems to blow up in your face. You see that footprints don't belong in just one place. They're in the life you led, but they're not firmly rooted. They will multiply and spread on the path that lies ahead. Yes, your footprint goes with you. It's something you don't lose. From the family you were born with to the family you choose. Your footprint, your history, it's who you are. And the universe gets larger, and the cosmos will expand. But one thing never changes. Your footprint is right where you stand.
My parents were immigrants new to these shores when they were just barely 18. They struggled and sacrificed, pounded on doors to carve out the life they'd foreseen. They fashioned that life out of hope and thin air, a life for the daughter they someday would share. I am that daughter, eternally grateful for all that they gave up for me.
I belong to a long line of men, all electricians by trade. My grandfather first, my father then, so proud of the business they made. A mantle is claimed, a torch will be passed, making a family legacy last. So here I stand with my future ordained, and a life that is planned out for me. Oh, great expectations, great expectations. Oh, great expectations of me.
Hardships and every lean year, my parents could see their reward.
I have a road that's laid out for me,
and their daughter's career, and everything that can afford.
Struggle I see. The trouble for me is the life that they flaunt is light years away from the life that I want.
So I plant a flag because I need a piece of the world I can claim for myself. Oh, great expectations, great
expectations of me. I'm my own person with hopes and desires, a future that I engineer. I have a passion that burns and aspires, a vision so focused and clear.
I know my path may be humble with bruises and aches.
And doubtless I'll stumble and make my mistakes.
But it's time I made choices. It's time that I scream.
For the dream I was given,
I want the dream that I dream.
great expectations, great expectations. Oh, great expectations, great expectations. Oh, great expectations of me. Great expectations of me. Great expectations of me.
He made me a cake. You have to understand, it's been a natural progression from bathroom doors to all doors, and windows, and books, and telephones, and subway poles, and elevator buttons, and steering wheels, and chair arms, and pens, and pencils, and cutlery, and glasses, and plates, and food. Food. Oh God, food. Who has touched the food, handled the food? I can't eat anything unless I make it myself. He should know better. He's seen the elbow technique. But he made me a cake with his hands. I don't have a technique for a cake.
If I bring her one red rose, I will smell her sweet perfume. If I bring her one red rose, she will gaze into my eyes. If I bring her one red rose. Flowers will shrivel, equations will thrive. Old Archimedes kept this one alive. He said that pi is always 3.141. 5. Chaos and order can never combine. It's far too risky when lives intertwine. There's a safety in numbers like 3.1415. 9. Some things you count on like 3.14159.
I'm rolling.
Person A is walking at a rate of 4.5 miles per hour.
Person B is walking at a rate of 5 miles per hour.
Person A is moving with the general flow of traffic.
Person B is moving directly against traffic.
Person B is in the direct path of Person A.
Person A is in my way.
Person B's pace increases to 5.5 miles per hour.
Person A is gonna have to move.
Person A attempts eye contact with Person B.
Eye contact indicates submission, must avoid it at all costs. Person A must step aside.
Person B's eyes are green.
Eye contact avoided, power status established.
She looks so confident.
Push over.
A thought hangs on her lips.
I forgot to put on lipstick.
She reaches in her bag.
I hate this color.
She moves the top.
Cranberry kiss.
Her pace quickens with the thump of my heart.
Why do I even have this color?
With delicate fingers, she lifts the black mascara to her lash.
Applying mascara on a crowded sidewalk, what could possibly go wrong?
At this rate, Person A and Person B will make contact in 4 seconds.
Out of my way, honey.
I'll be a gentleman and step aside,
Closing the gap, fella.
but not too far. My arm and hers will gently brush. She'll turn with an apologetic glance. My fault, I'll say. The lipstick is fallen. We'll bend to pick it up. Nose to nose. Allow me. I'll lift the delicate silver cylinder from the concrete. I believe this is yours.
Why, hope it's not yours.
She'll toss her hair. We'll laugh. Aha, aha, aha. Our fingers will touch.
Coming through!
One small step to the left, and this moment's mine.
That's right, you move.
Just one small step. Damn, a post.
It's me or the post kid.
It's her, the post. Gotta shift right.
What are you doing?
Collision imminent.
Get out of the way!
Sorry.
Damn it.
I'm coming through. Trying to get to
Asshole. Keep it.
Person B continues on her path, pace increasing. Person A can't move.
She is my world, I live for her truly.
You are contrary forces who somehow combine.
If I bring her one red rose,
I want
she
the
will dance with
dream
me.
that I dreamed.
For your hand and time.
I never really liked apples, though heaven knows I tried. 'Cause it's just weird to hate apples, so for years and years I lied. I never really liked apples, it's not a choice per se. I don't know why, I guess that I was simply born this way. I never really liked apples, though I grew up in Spokane, where all they've done is grow apples since the day the world began. So I hid my feelings for apples, it's a skill I learned to hone. And as I grew, I guess I knew I'd always be alone. But I've always liked oranges from my earliest memories, even though there's no orange trees in Washington State. But still I liked oranges, it's an urge I was shy to admit. To me, apples were apples, but oranges were it. Well, I left home and the apples I had passions to pursue. I started my own adventure and enrolled in NYU. I was shy and minded my business till I met Mike one day. He seemed so nice, so I broke the ice and found the nerve to say, I've always liked oranges. Crap, what a strange conversation start. He said,
Dude, here's the strangest part, I like oranges too.
we're two guys who like oranges, who were sent a clear message by fate.
We don't have to like apples, oranges are great.
That moment left quite an impression. That moment a light bulb went off. I remembered the years of repression and my worries that people would scoff. All those times that I tried liking apples seemed at once like a meaningless waste. And I learned here with Mike that you like who you like, and there's just no accounting for taste. Now we're proud to like oranges, and we walk with our heads held high, because I found another guy who loves the things that I love.
And so did I.
We both love oranges. He's so handsome.
And he's awfully cute.
If you're looking for morals, we'll give it a shot.
There are those who like apples and those who do not.
So whatever your preference, embrace what you've got. It's a big world. Find your favorite food.
invisible, but Ricky changed all that. We started dating, and I'm not overstating when I say we were perfectly matched. In the classrooms and hallways, it was me and Ricky always permanently attached. And it was me and Ricky every lunch hour, holding hands in the cab. Me and Ricky mocking the teachers. You should have heard us laugh. Me and Ricky were kissy at the back of the bus. I knew if things got tricky for me and Ricky, we would always have us. Before Ricky, I never had a boyfriend. Guys just never saw me that way. So when Ricky set his eyes on me, well, I fell fast and hard. If Ricky beckoned, I'd be there in a second. For him, I changed my wardrobe and hair. My friends, they were wary, found Ricky kinda scary, but they were jealous, I swear. And it was me and Ricky, cutting classes, having fun in the quad. Me and Ricky, stuck in detention, trying not to let on. Me and Ricky, grabbing a ciggy round the back of the gym. There was hugging and Frenching and needs that needed spending. And Jesus, I needed him. People told me that Ricky was bad news. They said ditch him and run. Far too often, good women throw their lives after men. I'm nothing without you. But Ricky told me that I was who he lived for. He said I was the one. And Ricky, he loved me. He said that he loved me. So I let him love me again and again, again and again and again and again. Ricky left me. In fact, he left completely. I woke up one day, he was gone. Took my wallet, my laptop, my jewelry, my phone, and my dreams. To prove that he was here, Ricky left a souvenir, a little gift that can't be returned. For once, I was clever, got rid of him forever. Lesson painfully learned. And now there's no more Ricky, no more reminder, no more life laid to waste. No more Ricky, one simple procedure, and now that memory's erased. Now I'm picky with guys I meet like Ricky. Now I'll make a new start. Oh, they can hug me and squeeze me, do everything to please me, or cut me and use me and mentally abuse me. They can think they're connected, but I'll always be that part.
My mom and I were always close. I was an only child. See, Mom had lost 3 others before it clicked with me. She called me her miracle, Mira for short. And the love in her was bigger than the sea. And Mom said, promise me this, Mira, enjoy your time on earth. Always appreciate the wonder of your birth. Promise me this, Mira, don't waste a single day. Before you know it, dear, it all can fade away. We lived a meager life, but me, I didn't really care. When you're used to having nothing, you don't miss the things you lack. And Dad was a drinker, could not hold a job. Then one day he left and never came back. And Mom said, promise me this, Mira, never make a fuss. Your father's journey is somewhere without us. Promise me this, Mira, don't ever miss his touch. It only means I get to love you twice as much. Mom saw no limitation of dreams for me, but she knew a good education would be the key. So I studied hard. When I got lost, Mom encouraged me, and in time I won a scholarship to the college of my choice. Mom was so proud of me, she burst at the seams. When she spoke, I heard the passion in her voice. She said, promise me this, Mira, don't ever look behind. You've got a chance right now, the future's yours to find. Promise me this, Mira, don't waste a single day. Before you know it, dear, it all can fade away. A few days later, Mama fell and dropped her groceries. But inside, we both knew that something more was going on. I prayed for a miracle. I cried myself dry. But 6 weeks later, Mama was gone. Now and then I think about the things that Mama missed. But instead of tears, my heart begins to stir. 'Cause she's the one who made me see that miracles exist. So I just smile and whisper this to her. I promise you this, Mama, I will make it through. 'Cause now I understand the miracle was you. I promise you this, Mama, I won't waste a single day. And my miracle will never fade away.
You can't make a cake without touching the eggs and the flour and the sugar and the cocoa and baking soda and salt and vanilla. He had to touch the whisk and the sifter or whatever. He had to touch the spoon to mix the dry into the wet, and the scraper to scrape it into the pan. He touched the pan and the toothpick to prick it to see if it comes out clean. If he even used a toothpick. So much touching. He touched everything with his hands, and I don't know where those hands have been. I don't know where his hands have been. His hands. His hands. His hands that touch my hair. His hands that touch my face. His soft hands. His warm hands. His hands that hold mine. I know where they've been. They've been in my hands. I love those hands. I love him. He made me a cake with eggs and flour and sugar and cocoa and baking soda and salt and vanilla. He whisked and sifted and spooned and scraped and pricked it with a toothpick. The boy I love is in the next room, and he made me a cake with his own 2 hands. I'm going to open that door, and I'm going to have some cake.
Okay, listen, my friends, I've got something to say. Just gather round, I promise later we'll play. I have to explain things will not be the way they have been. Things are changing for good, and it's time that I filled you all in. You see, up until now it's been only us 5, but I think we all know that this day would arrive. He's offered his heart to me, and for once I've chosen yes. I love him, but that doesn't mean I love you any less. You'll always be special to me. You'll always be my main obsession. You must understand that our bond won't diminish at all. But for this plan to succeed, there must be the odd sacrifice and concession. And I hope you can start to make room in your heart for your best girlfriend, Julie, plus Paul. Sure, you might say that he's not exactly a prize. There's that easily voice and those watering eyes. He runs from the room, holds his throat, and then he cries in the yard. He's just sensitive, it's something you'll learn to just disregard. You say that friends always get left behind. It's the friends who get hurt and grow bitter. But in this case I say that my friends, you're respectfully wrong. You say that he's not really one of our kind, that he's hardly the pick of the litter. Well, don't judge him like that. He's a real pussycat. Can't we all learn to just get along? He may sniffle on and break out in hives, but like it or not, he's now part of your lives. Despite all obstacles, true love survives. Wait and see. This is foolish, I know. This is silly, it's true. But I guess what I like is a blessing from you. Alexander, Meowser, Cookie Puss, and Miss Mew. And we'll be one big happy family. You 4 and Paul, my fiancé.
Love's an illusion, ineffable, blind. Numbers are structured, finite, confined. Equations like pi are always precisely defined. And not some frivolous, misguided notion like how my life could change for the sake of just one flower. A rose is a rose, is a rose, is a rose. Could be wonderful and strange, dancing by the hour. A 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And could it be relationships between two things are more than ratios? And so much more than one red rose. Who knows? Numbers are solid, dependable, true. It's amazing what simple mathematics can do. A rose equals a dance and a touch and a smell and a gaze and the hope of something new. But pi is exactly 3.14159. 2, 6, 5, 3, 5, 8, 9, 7, 9, 3, 2, 3, 8. If I bring her one red rose,
Something awaits. It trembles and simmers. Force that is yearning to
a force that is yearning to fly. There you are, ordering your coffee. Here I am, 3 people behind. You, the subject, me, the observer, me enthralled, you blissfully blind. There you are, fumbling with your wallet. I'm a stranger standing in line. Then you smile and float toward the exit. Just like that, the room starts to shine. The moment comes, or moment near, then suddenly you disappear. Off to live your separate life you go. You changed me, but you will never know.
There you are, sitting at the stoplight. I'm here too, one car to your right.
There are
Merely inches and worlds in between us. You make something inside me ignite. Briefly there, briefly seen, then naturally the light turns green. You leave me in that iridescent glow. I'm different, but you will never know. You are perfect, to me you are perfect. I fill the blanks and I make you ideal.
You're kind, you're gracious, loyal, tenacious. Why should I care if you're not really real?
You pose no hazard.
You make no demands.
You're someone who listens, supports, understands.
You're someone who'll always be there.
Passing on the sidewalk, entering a building,
Waiting for a show.
again, you puncture my heart. You still smiling, me still observing, still a gaping chasm apart. Gaze across the great abyss, teeter on the precipice. Take a leap without a net below. You inspire me to finally say hello.
Hey. It's nice to meet you. I'm sorry what I got on your shoes earlier. I like your hair.
Hi.
Hi, sorry I'm late. I was at lunch and I got stuck in the bathroom behind this woman opening the door with her elbows. All right, work your magic, Sun Young, and keep it simple. No French tips. I don't want to waste too much money on a blind date. Ow. Sorry about those cuticles. I've been so stressed about this date, I've been chewing at them like a dog. Should I go? Should I not go? Don't give me that look. I know what you're thinking. Here she goes again. But this one's different. This one's a physics major. Or is it math? Well, it's something smart. I haven't told him what I do yet. You don't exactly tell a physics major you're studying art history until absolutely necessary. A physics major, well, I've been doing some research. Einstein and stuff. I want to be able to talk about something tonight. Ooh, let me practice on you. You be him, I'll be me. I think it's amazing that light travels at 186,000 miles per second. Don't you? Did I sound smart? Yes, I think it is quite the paradox that the speed of light is constant despite the speed of the observer. I had to look that one up. Best I can figure it. Let's say a truck is coming at us, and let's say I'm running away from the truck and you're running toward it. I'm not sure why you're running toward a speeding truck, but anyway, the truck would hit you before it hits me, right? Now, let's say it's not a truck, but it's light coming at us at 186,000 miles per second. It would hit you first, right? Wrong. It would hit us both at the same time. I know. So that's the kind of stuff I'll be talking about tonight. Me, an art history major, and him, a physics major. Oh, it's gonna be a disaster. That's it. I'm not going. Sun Young, how do you stay so calm in the high-pressure world of nail aesthetics? How does anyone stay calm? There's this guy in my class. We call him Mr. Golden Boy. He's got the most insane workload. He has classes all day, and in his time off, he manages all the bookstores on campus. All of them. But he's completely zen about everything. And I had a friend growing up, Mira. She had the worst life. Her dad was a deadbeat, drunk all the time. He walked out when she was like 8. But she was always so happy. How do they do it? You know, maybe I should try that Zen thing, you know? Choose happy. Create your own reality. This date will be fine. And if it sucks like all the others, this too shall pass. Hey, that felt good. You know what? I'm gonna go. Sun Young, you have got the most amazing view. I could watch people from this window all day. Who are they? Where are they from? Where are they going? Scurry into your holes, lemmings. Oh, check out Miss Power Hair. I'm doing my lips on the street because I'm too busy. Oh, she's gonna run right into that guy. Oh, no, he moved. Oh my God, wait, she just ran smack into him. She was not gonna move. It was either her or the post. Good choice, buddy. Good choice. choices. Sun Young, I don't know. Should I go? Should I not go? How do you know what you're going to end up with? The last one showed all the signs of being someone special. Great expectations, and until... You know where he took me on our first and only date? The Dairy Queen. At the mall. With that cranky lady behind the counter. I mean, you'd think working around sprinkles all day, you'd be happy. And then there was Mike. Remember Mike? I made him the most lovely dinner. Candlelight, nice music, oysters. I thought to myself, this is the one. Then everything went south when I brought out dessert. I mean, who doesn't like apple pie? And I guess I'm still getting over that a-hole Ricky from a few years back. I mean, how can a guy make you feel so good, yet so bad at the same time? But it's the luck of the draw, Sun Young. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket. Oh, I would have sworn my friend Julie would have ended up old, alone knitting cat sweaters, but she just told me over lunch she's getting married. Oh, I'll send her to you to get her wedding nails done. And I guess if Julie can find one, then so can I. And this physicist seems like a good guy. I mean, he's taking me out for dinner and dancing, and I told him, show up with a red rose so I know who you are, and he agreed. I mean, that's old school romantic, don't you think? You talked me into it, Sun Young. I'm going on a date with a physics major, and we're gonna go have dinner, and we're gonna go dancing, and we're gonna talk about the constant nature and speed of life, and... Did I say life? That's funny. The speed of life, whether you're running from it or toward it at all, hits you at the same time. Well, if that's the case, I might as well run straight at it. Done already? Oh, time flies when you're having a nice conversation. Oh, Sun Young, they are gorgeous. Thank you for everything. All right, well, wish me luck. Hey, maybe I should have got the French tips after all.
My boat on the water, I paddled, I sailed, I mapped out my course with hubris, with force, but the current prevailed. No one said said the waves are your friend. So I struggled alone, getting battered and blown around every bend. I am nothing without you. Without your ballast and lift, I'm lost and adrift on the sea. I am nothing without